Hey, how you all doing? Good?
Morning.
So I'm happy to be here to announce the first Sailors Try in Annapolis. Actually, we should bring that bike over here. Can we get a little prop with that bike in?
That's a serious bike. There you go.
That's a real bike.
That's the real deal.
I like my 40-year-old bike that I've been
I'll give this to the Lieutenant Governor since he's our bicycle
Cycle.
leg.
Right. That thing looks fast. Okay, so this event
riding. Dangerous.
will include a swim in Spa Creek, a bike ride and run through the city and the Naval Academy. The event will take place on Saturday, July 28th, beginning at 6:30 a.m. I just notified Steve about that. He wasn't really happy.
Ouch.
Jump in Spa Creek at 6:30. Doesn't sound like a great time, but you'll feel great afterwards, Steve. This event is a sanctioned event by the United States of America Triathalon Association. This event will be limited to 500 participants or teams. It's important to note that this is a competitive sporting event. Our goal is to create a competitive signature event for the city that showcases our town's beautiful history, the Naval Academy, and the waterways. We hope to create a sporting event that everyone, including local athletes and our local businesses, families, and more, look forward to every year. What's really exciting about this inaugural event is the Crackerjack team that we have put together here.
Crackerjack is right.
Premier athletes signing up for this event's first relay team. The team includes County Executive Steve Shue leading off with a 500-meter swim in Spa Creek, right here. Then our awesome Lieutenant Governor, Boyd Rutherford, will mount the bicycle and go 12 miles from City Dock through the streets of Annapolis, over the gorgeous Naval Academy Bridge, over to Greenbury Point, through the antennas, around the antennas, and then you can see the Bay Bridge, the Severn River, and then you can look back on the Naval Academy. It's an amazing ride. And finally, when he drops the bike at the stadium, I will run from the stadium down Main Street, in Gate 1 of the Academy, out Gate 8, and we will finish at the Naval Marine Corps Stadium, and we'll be listening to the sounds of the Irish, who's playing? The Dublin Five, and the streets will be back open again at 9 o'clock in the morning. We'll be back to business in downtown, and we'll feel great for it. So I would like to make a point about what we're doing here. These are three different types of government from different parties, all working together as a team to finish a race. And I think that's a good story, and that's a story that needs to be told these days. I would like to hand it over to Steve for a couple of words, because he's been a really good sport about this. Steve.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Beautiful day today in Annapolis and Anne Arundel County. Thank all of you for being here. I want to thank the Mayor of Annapolis, Gavin Buckley, for organizing the first ever triathlon, Annapolis Sailors Triathlon, to ever take place. Very exciting. And I want to commend and acknowledge Lieutenant Governor Boyd Rutherford for participating in this madcap event. This is utterly nuts. But it's important because this event will highlight our beautiful capital city, our amazing county, Anne Arundel, and of course, the best state in the state of Maryland, the best state in the United States, the state of Maryland. That's kind of a word twister.
Yes.
That's a little tricky. This event is also very important because it symbolizes the partnership among the state of Maryland, Anne Arundel County, and the city of Annapolis. We're working together on all kinds of things, attracting new businesses to our state and county and city, traffic bottlenecks, trying to clear those out, working together to combat opioids, particularly through our Safe Stations program, oyster recovery, patrolling Weems Creek, all sorts of efforts going on, but under the radar that most people don't realize. And I feel so appreciative, and I know the citizens of our county appreciate the great partnership we have with Lieutenant Governor Boyd Rutherford, Governor Hogan, of course, and Mayor Gavin Buckley. But this event is important for another reason, because it points to how important it is for all of us, government and individuals alike, to support the organizations in our community that are helping people's lives become better and to face and overcome the challenges that they face. This particular event will benefit the American Cancer Society. What a great organization. They are working so hard 365 days of the year to help people who are battling cancer. So thank you again for being here, and it's now my pleasure to introduce the man who will handle the bicycle leg of this triathlon, Lieutenant Governor Boyd Rutherford.
Thank you, Mr. County Executive. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Maybe. I just heard this is a triathlon. I heard you say this was a try, so we're going to try. Our objective is to, at least my objective is to finish. I think I'm probably the oldest person up here, and I had not been on my bike in a couple of years, but I did get on it last week to ride a little bit so I can slowly get back into a little bit of shape. But no, I appreciate this, and everyone said this is a great showcase for the city of Annapolis, for the county, and also the fact that we're all working together for the betterment of Maryland. And you know, the governor has said often, it doesn't matter where an idea comes from, who brings it up, which side of the aisle. It's the idea that counts, whether it's a good idea. I'm not sure there's a good idea, but this idea, you know, works, and we're looking forward to it. You know, we do work in Maryland in a bipartisan way. We're trying to set an example for down the road in Washington. Maybe they'll look at us and see that you can get things done without the hostility. But we're looking forward to this, and like I said, my objective is to finish the race without passing out, and without passing out after finishing the race. So thank you, Mayor Buckley.
Thank you. Cheers. Thank you so much. Awesome. All right, thank you so much. I'm going to hand that back to you. And now we need Craig, the race director, to come up and say a couple of words about the event. He will give a little bit of an outline, and I'm sure you guys are all going to sign up as well.
Following three politicians, and I've got to say something. It's not fair at all. This is really a community event. There's a lot of parts that had to be pulled together to make this happen. Starting with our harbor master, Beth Billis over here. Thank you very much. But Susan O'Brien has done so much to help pull everything together and let people know about this. And the Annapolis Police Department has been great. This is going to be the first event in the Naval Academy since 2002, since 9/11. And Naval Academy limited it to 500 people, which we think is good, because we can be focused around what we're doing and having people such as these dignitaries with us. A lot of people in the community have been helping us. I see Steve Ruck is here, who's bike doctor, one of our sponsors in this, and Mike Ryan's here with him, and Matt, and he represents the Annapolis Triathlon Club. And I just ask, if you don't mind, for Matt, you want to say a few words?
Hey folks, I'm with the Annapolis Triathlon Club. We're a non-profit organization. We've been in existence for over 10 years. We're about 200 members, men, women, families, and our sole purpose is for education and community give back. We do that by traveling throughout Maryland, throughout the country, and even around the world, promoting wellness and fitness to the sport of triathlon and multi-sport in general. And while we do get to go all over the country, one thing resonates all the time, and that if we're wearing these jerseys to say Annapolis on them, we always get cheers from everyone in the crowd. So Annapolis, Maryland, we have a long history of triathlon and multi-sport and healthy lifestyles. And it's really exciting to see triathlon back in the city, showcasing it as a world-class destination. So the Annapolis Triathlon Club is extremely excited to be a part of this, and we're looking forward to many years to come. Thanks.
Thank you, Steve. Appreciate it. Just a couple more things. I'd like to thank Evolve Medical Center. They're going to be providing medical support for this. And right now you can go online to AnnapolisSailorsTry.com, because we're live now as of about noon today, and registration opens at noon tomorrow. Is that right, Lisa? Noon tomorrow? And the last thing I'd like to say is thank you, Debbie Goslin, to be able to coordinate being with Doc at the same time. Pardon me? AnnapolisSailorsTriathlon.com. Okay. But anyway, thank you, so we could coordinate with the people, and the Ward 1 Resident Associations have been great to work with. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Craig. Thank you. Okay, so we'll wrap it up now. In closing, I encourage interested triathletes to log into sailorstriathlon.com for more details and to register quickly, because this is expected to be a sold-out event. Also, I want to mention our Parks and Rec department. We are raising money for Parks and Rec as well as the American Cancer Society here. The Parks and Rec department will host its 12th annual Truxton Youth Triathlon on Sunday, June 17th. You can visit the city's website at annapolis.gov for more details. And these events, these great events, are about building community, about bringing people together and keeping our citizens active. And what is better than doing an event in your own town that you live in? The more of us that get in this water, the more of us will take care of it. So this is going to be a great event. It is going to grow every year. I'll remind folks that proceeds go to these things. And if any of you have any questions, we're open for a question or two.
Yeah, so registration, you can register as just a person doing the whole thing or a team?
Yes, you can register as a team. So we're doing a relay. You can register a team for a relay, or you can just do a solo event. So the city departments, each one of our departments is going to do a relay. So we've got a little in-house competition going on there. So that should be interesting. We're not going to let Tom Smith sign up though, because he's too fast.
Okay.
Yeah.
How much is it to register?
So it's $150 for registration, and that includes a beer at the end of the day. And $200 for teams.
Okay. And is funding coming exclusively from registration?
Yes, yep.
Well, there won't be some
And
sponsors.
sponsors.
But we didn't want to announce them yet until they're cast in concrete.
Okay, but
That-
sponsors to come?
Yes. We can say already Katz Brothers is a sponsor.
No tax dollars though.
I'm good. Thanks.
Rain or shine?
Rain or shine.
Oh, yeah.
Good.
Okay, thank you so much. We really appreciate it. Thank you.